Welcome to the Global Home Inspector School Training Program Overview. This is an informational video on how to become a home inspector in California. I am Matt Fletcher there on the left. That's me, back when my hair was still dark. That was 20 years ago. And I am a former high school construction trades teacher turned home inspector. So just so you know, I was a building trades teacher at high school. We built a real house in my class. That's the house we are framing there behind us. And I did home inspections part-time back then. And then the school district cut our program and laid us all off. And I started doing home inspections full-time after that. And this is my sales pitch for my home inspection training course and association that I started. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's look at some of the benefits of the inspection business. So there is a low barrier to entry. You don't need to spend a lot of money to get into it. You don't need to train for years like an electrician or architect to do it, but it certainly helps if you have a construction background. Training and certification varies by state, so I've checked on it before, but I Googled it again moments before doing this video, and you do not need a license in the state of California to do home inspections. And it's the same way in Michigan. We don't have any laws. I believe there's 14 states left that don't have any laws regarding home inspection training requirements. So you can do our course, get your certification, and go out and start doing home inspections. There's a low cost to get started in the business, so the training is not terribly expensive, and the basic equipment you will need is not terribly expensive either. Most of our students complete the course in about 30 days or so. I think there's 30 or 31 lessons right now. We keep adding lessons, but you don't have to complete the commercial lessons and the sewer scope lessons to get your home inspector certification. You only have to complete the home inspection videos, but we have those extra things for you like commercial and sewer scopes. Earning potential. So if you Google it, home inspectors make a good solid living. And it's something you can do by yourself. My dad had a a house painting business for 35 years, and to make money at that, you need a crew, right? You need guys working for you to make any money. Same with a framing crew. You can't frame a house by yourself. There's certain trades where you have to have guys working for you to make any money. Home inspection is more like being an electrician. You could be an electrician for a big company and do big commercial jobs, or you could be just a standalone guy who works out of his house and you go around doing small projects on people's residential homes. So a lot of guys make a very decent living doing that. Offshored. So home inspections cannot be offshored, of course, and they can't be replaced by AI either. Flexible schedule. This is what drew me to it, I think. When I got laid off, I told my wife I'm not going to look for another teaching job. I'm going to do these home inspections full time now. And that was over 20 years ago, and I'm still at it. Now I'm teaching at the school. I like the flexibility of home inspections because I could go up north in northern Michigan and go fishing and kayaking and camping. And we also have been real estate investors for pretty much my whole adult life, and I can buy a house to flip, fix up, and sell. So if I need to take time off from inspections, I just tell people I'm booked up, can't do it. And then when I'm done with the house, I go back to doing home inspections full time. So it works out very well for someone like that. So let's talk about the training program. Like I said, I was a high school construction teacher. I have a master's degree in teaching and additional certification to teach construction trades. In my class, we built a real house. Here we're doing underground plumbing with the licensed plumber guiding us, and use a lot of these pictures in the home inspection training. So with pictures like this, you can see what's going on underneath the basement floor. This is a basement, in case you guys are in California where I don't think you have basements. So this is a basement, and there's underground plumbing that goes under the floor. And it would be the same way if a house is on a slab like you guys have in California or crawl space. But these pictures are very instructional. Here's another one like that where we're framing the floor. I also have pictures on framing walls and the roof structure. of the home. So you'll have a very deep understanding of how a building is put together when you complete our course. So I'm not your only instructor. Your other instructor is Dr. Joe Vaglica, Vaglica. He's a PE, which stands for Professional Engineer. Joe also has a PhD in engineering from Wayne State University. Joe has taught part-time at Macomb Community College, the University of Detroit, and Wayne State University. In fact, Joe is the chair of the construction management program at Wayne State and teaches, I think, 4 or 5 of the courses there. He's part-time, what they call adjunct faculty there, because Joe isn't just a college professor. He also owns Gateway Engineering in Shelby Township, Michigan. And he's out in the field a lot doing structural inspections and civil engineering projects. This is a subdivision Joe designed and built. He designed the layout for the lots and the road and the sewer system here. So Joe's a real hands-on guy. He's not just academic. I believe we are literally, between Joe and I, we are literally the most qualified people in the home inspection training industry. And we have the lowest price. Not only do you receive home inspection training, you also get lessons on how to do small and medium-sized commercial buildings. We have lessons, a separate lesson just on flat roofs, which are kind of a specialty item. They have certain issues. We have lessons on restrooms, public restrooms with handicap access, things like that, and parking lots. Just so you know, other organizations charge $1,000 to $2,000 for these additional commercial inspection courses. Ours is included for free, no extra charge. Oh, there's one of the graphics that we use to do commercial bathrooms and the commercial bathroom lessons. So ADA bathroom, Americans with Disabilities Act. So we go into that, some of the requirements there. So you have a good grasp of what to look for when you go do those jobs. You know, residential realtors will refer you commercial work. They'll call you and say, hey, do you do commercial work? Tell them, heck yeah, I got the training. Go do it. Sewer scopes. So sewer scopes have become a pretty standard in home and commercial inspections. Sewer scopes can easily add $15,000 to $25,000 to your bottom line each year. And other organizations charge about $500 for sewer scope training. So we included, again, no extra charge. And I think I have 16 videos of actual sewer scopes that we did, and probably a dozen or more pictures and good explanations of what's going on, what to look for. And this is, they call them add-ons in the inspection business. So, you know, do people want a radon test? That's an add-on because it's not part of a standard inspection. Mold testing is an add-on. So for my money, sewer scopes are the #1 add-on that you should be looking to do to make more money. And it's sewer replacements are so expensive that, you know, you can do it cheaper than a plumber that they would call separately because you're already there. And if you just have the training, know what to look for, you can get started doing sewer scopes. You can get into a decent camera now for less than $1,000. And we charge $175 for a sewer scope during a home inspection. And if it's a separate standalone item, we get $250 here in the Detroit area. I've heard of some guys charging, you know, $400 and $500 as a standalone inspection. So we include the commercial inspection training and the sewer scope training, and we literally have the best home inspection teachers, Joe and I. We have the best curriculum, and we have the best price. And I encourage you to shop around and confirm that. Don't believe me? Go check it out yourself. So this is our homepage for our website where you will do your online training, globalinspectionschool.com. There's an enroll now button on the left there. If you just want to go ahead and click on it and enroll, the price is $450, which is ridiculously cheap for what you get. Once you enroll, there's student access over here, and there's a drop-down menu, My Courses, membership details, log out. So let me see. So when you go into courses, all courses, then you can, pick completed courses, whatever you want to look at. So all courses, there's a course introduction. It basically just tells you what to expect, how the lessons are laid out, and things like that. Basically what I'm telling you right now. The lessons are in alphabetical order. You can do them any order you want. I would recommend starting with the easier ones like lots and grounds or the exterior of the house, and save the mechanical stuff for a little bit later, like air conditioning, boilers, and furnaces. But if you want to do those first, you can. They're a little bit more difficult, a little bit more detailed. And you can visit your test results. You need, let's see here, you need an 85 to pass the test. So the tests are, this is for commercial roof inspections, the flat roofs that you often see in commercial buildings. So there's true and false, and there's multiple choice, and then there's what they call hot spots. So it's basically a picture, and then there's a blue dot over a certain area in the picture. Sorry, I don't have an example in this presentation. But you basically says, do you know what this is? And you click on the blue dots and you just identify to make sure you know what everything is called. And then the last two tests, test questions, are essay questions. So the first essay question is only worth 1 point, and it's basically a bonus point. So it says, what do you think of the lesson and how could we improve it? So you can answer that and get an extra point. And then the second essay question is, so this is commercial roof inspections, for instance. So after you do the lesson, look at all the pictures, answer all the other questions. Then it says, okay, tell us how you would go about inspecting a commercial roof. So you basically have to make a list of what you just learned and regurgitate back what we just taught you. And if it's, most people get full credit on the essay question, and it's worth 10 points. I'm not real hard. I grade the quizzes, and I'm not real hard on that. If you covered your bases, you'll do fine. And if you do fail, you can take it over. It's not, you can take any lesson you fail, you can take over, but most people will get that 85 or above. We're here to train you, not trick you. There's no trick questions. Very little math. There's a couple little math problems, but not much. Just calculating square footage and things like that. I took that picture. I was a judge at a shed building contest at a high school, and this kid had that T-shirt on. The road to success is always under construction. So, in other words, if you want to be successful in the construction industry, you should always be willing to up your skill set and try new things. Most of our students finish this course, like I said, in about 30 days. So if you're interested in becoming a home inspector, you came to the right place. Go to globalinspectionschool.com and sign up today. If you have any questions, you can call us at 313-510-0284, 313-510-0284. If you think we're going to try and put the hard sell on you, which we're not going to do, you can send us an email at globalinspectionschool@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and we hope to hear from you.